Welcome back in on EA Sports, and do not adjust your sets. That's our score, 27-7. A shocker thus far, and this has kind of turned into a classic trap game. And right now this offense searching for answers as they try to mount a comeback from a 3-touchdown deficit.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Okay, Charles, so there you go. A much-needed score there to get this back to a 2-score game.
And, Brandon, you and I both know from experience from talking with a number of guys who have played this game, when they're looking up at the scoreboard and seeing 27-7 against them, they're fighting with their team to combat the thinking, let's just get to the finish line and take our medicine. And this team apparently is fighting it. I think they firmly believe that they can win this game, and that's a big first step there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters. Because
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, touchdown number 8. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, Brock.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 79 yards. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down. Brock.
That's pulled in. The veteran Carter Landry.
Touchdown.
Carter Landry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the toss, here's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Boy, 192 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left hand. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
The biggest story coming out of last week's games was the incredible comeback we saw. 20 points down at halftime. Apparently that's no problem. Ethan, what's the word around the league regarding the comeback everyone seems to be talking about?
Well, this was a win that has certainly gotten everyone's attention. A young team like this, to be able to battle back from a 3-touchdown deficit at halftime, it's forced people to reevaluate what their ceiling is.
Right, if that's the case, how do you view their ceiling?
Down the line, this is a Super Bowl contender in a few years for sure. But right now, listen, I don't know if we can say that January's success is definitely in the cards, but at the very least, it's fair to say that this may be the most entertaining team in the NFL.
Yes, sir. 11-0. We in deep now, bruh. Every game about to start feeling like a playoff game. You ready?
We've been shocking the world all season long. Might as well keep it up.
On our back now.
Yes, sir. But I feel like that target is always on my back. It's all good, though. It's time to show and prove.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?
Listen, I ain't about to give y'all that typical eye-rolling speech right here. We got the win last week, and that's all that matters. We played 30 minutes of good football last week, but ain't nothing to be proud about for playing 30 minutes of bad football, too. 60 minutes of effort. That's it. That's what I'm asking y'all. 60 minutes of our best effort, and we can beat anyone in this league.
Back now on EA Sports. If you're just joining us, you've missed plenty, and you're not going to want to leave. A wild ball game to this point. You think about some of the crazy games in the NFL recently. Last week, we had the 20-point deficit erased. This week, 41-41 as we get started here in the overtime session.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is it?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
202 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. If you're just joining us, it has been a sensational game thus far. This offense has been in some crazy games. A 20-point comeback win recently. Here it's been the opposite.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So you talk about drama. This was a game, CD, that had everything. What a finish and a 47-41 victory. Unbelievable.
These guys, I'll tell you what, partner, they've got something special going on. The way they continue to pull these games out when many times it looks like all hope is lost, it just shows you how resilient this bunch is.
So for Jacksonville, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss of...
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast.
YBN want a thing up.
Yeah, after we wrap up the season with a Super Bowl win, I bet you the entire defense carries you off the field, just like the Bears did with Buddy Ryan.
I'll take a hard pass on that one. Plus, I didn't show you this highlight package to focus on the Super Bowl. I did it to remind you that the '85 Bears started the season 12-0, and then they lost their only game of the year to the Dolphins. We can't get complacent.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard of anyone making a Super Bowl Shuffle remix, so I think we're all right. We're locked in, Coach.
Mate, I can't believe it's late November already. It seems like it was just yesterday that we met up for the first time. How are you holding up? I'm sure the season has worn you down to some degree, but remember, the greatest athletes have that little bit extra that gets them through the toughest moments. Looking forward to seeing what you have in you.
today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Brock. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett, his 17th touchdown. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second